everybody and welcome back to my channel. So it has been a couple of weeks since I've posted anything. December came and December is bananas for us. We have 3 birthdays as well as Christmas, as well as homeschool meetups, as well as forest school and all the other things that come with December. So on top of that, I also added puppies. So we have 8 German short-haired puppies that I have shown in other videos, and they're just they're 8 weeks, almost 8 weeks now, so they're almost ready to go home. So we've got 8 very busy puppies, so it has been crazy. So I'm sorry it's taken me a while to get a video out, but here I am now, and I am doing this from my bedroom because it is so noisy downstairs. We've got those 8 puppies and I've got my kids, so it's crazy. So this is the space where I can get the most quiet right now. So today I really wanted to discuss with everybody how we can make Christmas a little bit more bearable. It's gotten really crazy how much people spend on Christmas. Even myself, the average person spends about $800 at Christmas. I think it's actually a lot more than that. So with everything the way it is right now, a lot of people are really struggling. It's gotten really hard. The price of gas, of groceries, of absolutely everything has just skyrocketed and people are struggling to get by. So having Christmas on top of that is really stressful for a lot of people, and people are looking for ways to cut back and make things a little bit more manageable. So I wanted to discuss with you guys today the 15 things that I have done in the past to cut back on expenses at Christmas. And honestly, some of these things make it a more memorable Christmas. It's not about the things that we buy, right? It's about the memories that we make. So I'm going to discuss with you guys the 15 ways that we can have a cheaper but more memorable Christmas. So option number 1, take Christmas Day and go have free fun. Go on a hike, go sledding, take hot chocolate and go for a walk. You guys, there's so many good free opportunities even in the winter to go have fun with your family. Have a discussion with your family too and say, hey, you know, this year's a little tough. This is what we're going to do to make sure that we all still have a good time. So option number 1 is go find some free activities like a hike or sledding, make out some hot chocolate, have a movie night with some popcorn, and just have really good quality time together, because that's really what this season's about anyways. If you are looking to get something for couples that have children, offer yourself up for babysitting. That's a great way for you to give them a gift, but not spend anything yourself except for your time. So you can babysit their children while they go out on a date night themselves, or if they want to go out and have a free night of walking or whatever, right? Like they can go have that time to be just with themselves while you babysit their kids. That's a great gift that is absolutely free for you to do. So for number 3 is make your gifts. There are so many things you can do. There's woodworking, there's sewing projects, knitting projects, you can make soap, you can make anything. There's all of these great homemade gifts. Take a look at Pinterest and look up all the homemade gifts. I've made aftershave before, body scrubs, you can make your own wine. The list goes on and on and on. Pick something that you think you're going to be good at and make those gifts. Those gifts are the one-of-a-kind gifts that really hit home with people because they're so personal. Number 4 is thrifting. Hit up Facebook Marketplace, go to your Goodwill, look for those steals of the gifts that are still in great quality, but it's something that somebody needs. You can also buy some casserole dishes and fill them with casseroles. This is great for elderly people, but that's another one. For now, I'm just going to speak about thrifting. So you can thrift clothes, you can thrift toys. Go to Facebook Marketplace and look for toys. I have always gotten my toys from Facebook Marketplace and the local thrift store because kids don't care. Kids just want the gift. My kids have never cared whether they're thrifted or not. So it's just the toy that matters, right? So you can get it for a fraction of the price and the kids don't care. So that is a great idea if you are wanting to save some pennies this Christmas. My next tip is to buy local. So stay in your town, go walk around to the local stores, save on gas. You can also find some really good deals at your local stores. They are putting on really great sales, and not only are you helping a local merchant in your community, you're also going to save on gas and get those deals. So that is tip number 5. Tip number 6 is to host a dinner. You can have family over, friends over, whoever you like. Just say, hey, I'm going to host a dinner and this is going to be my present for everybody. Everybody comes over, has a great time, and you saved money on buying all of those gifts. You've just hosted a dinner, and you can look at some of the frugal meals ideas that I have. I will post my frugal meal ideas down below, and you can just take a look at those, and you don't have to make it an expensive meal. It's the point of having people come together and have fun. That's what matters. Tip number 7 is to give something that you already own. So if you have something that someone has commented on, that they have admired, look at every time they come to your house, wrap it up and give it to them as a gift. Again, that is a very personal gift that says, hey, I've seen that you have been admiring this, and now I am giving of myself to you. So that's another great way to save money this Christmas. For the plant lovers in your life, you can take plant cuttings from your houseplants. So the majority of houseplants, you can either take cuttings or you can chop down at the root and you can replant and give little plants all of their own to your family members or to your friends or to whatever garden or plant lover you have in your life. And that is a very free and easy gift. You can get a pot at the dollar store and just put in that plant cutting and pass it along. I have done this in the past and it makes for a really lovely gift. Canning. So we have done this quite often where I can jams and pickles and marmalades and sauces and all of that, and we give those canned jars as gifts to family. So it takes a lot of effort in the summer, but it's pretty cost efficient, especially if you are getting local or growing your own, and you can can those all up and then you just give them as gifts, and it's fresh local food that you're giving to your family members at a very cheap expense for yourself. So I find those to be really thoughtful gifts as well. Another nice, easy thing that you can give to family members are mason jar gifts. So it's where you fill the mason jar with ingredients for certain recipes, and that can be mason jar soups or mason jar cookies or cakes or bread, and you just fill the mason jar up with that and wrap it up and give it as a gift. It's really cute, especially because you can layer it, and it looks adorable. So those are really cute gifts that you can give, and it's really not that much of an expense. Upcycle something. So tip number 11 is upcycle. You can go to a thrift store or a reuse store or something like that, and it can be furniture, it can be clothes, it can be literally everything, and you can take that piece and it could be like complete garbage and you can turn it into something amazing. Again, Pinterest is just a wealth of knowledge over this. I have done this with multiple things where I have gotten it at a very low cost and I have made it into something wonderful. Again, like all of these things, they take time, right? They take time, and so you're giving of your time and your effort, but not necessarily of your pocketbook. So yes, we are trading money for time, right? But in these times right now where you are wanting to save money, then giving of your time is worth it. And again, these things are going to be very personable and they're going to be original. They're one of a kind. Like when you upcycle something or you make something or whatever, it's not something that you can just go to your local store and, there's 10 of them or every other family has one of these things. It is one of a kind. Nobody else is going to have it. If you are a handy person, you can repair things. So if you know a family who they need their toilet repaired or they need something repaired and they don't have the time or the money or the resources to be able to do it for themselves and you can, that is an amazing gift. You can repair a deck, you can anything that you can do, you can help them with, right? This can also go for sewing, right? So you can mend things for someone. So there's lots of different skills that you can help someone with. Use the skills that you have to help other people, and that can be your gift. And this goes along with tip number 13, which is to teach someone. So you've got this skill, you're good at sewing, you're good at knitting, you're good at canning, something like that, and there's somebody else who is just really eager to learn. Give of yourself, give that time to that person and teach them, and that can be your gift, right? You can just give them a little card that says, hey, come on over and I'm going to teach you how to do this skill. I would love to learn how to knit socks. So a great Christmas gift for me would be someone to sit down and teach me how to knit socks. It's so much easier to learn from a person sitting beside you than a YouTube channel. But I mean, there's lots of YouTube channels out there and they are so helpful. But having that person to sit and you can ask them questions and they can critique you, that's just such a wonderful gift. So if you have someone in your life that is really wanting to learn a skill that you already know, that is a wonderful gift to pass along, and it is free. Number 14 is one of my favorites and my children's favorites, is to bake cookies. You get to experiment and do all the different Christmas cookies you want, and you box them up and you give them to family members. And that's just, it's a lovely gift, especially a gift that the kids can give. So this is a nice free gift. Well, not completely free, it's the price of the ingredients, but you can give this to family and friends and it just makes a lovely gift, again, of your time and your effort. My last tip is to just talk to your family and your friends. Everybody's struggling. Everybody understands that right now is a hard time for a lot of people. So if you just talk to your friends and your family and say, hey, even just for this year, can we maybe just spend time together instead of purchasing gifts? That would be great. Most of your family should understand. And if they don't, then maybe that's a problem that needs to be discussed. But most of your family members and your friends should definitely understand if you just want to take a pass at gifts this year. So you don't get them anything, you don't get anything in return, and you just spend some quality time. And I bet that at the end of that Christmas, you're going to have some really great memories. Because at the end of your life, you're not going to be looking back at all the presents that you got. You're going to be looking at the memories and time that you had with those people who are important to you. Anyways, those are my 15 tips for having a frugal Christmas. I'm going to be doing some more frugal ideas coming up. I am also going to be touching base on the side hustles and the things that I do so that I can stay at home and stay out of the workforce. So make sure you stay tuned and hit that like and subscribe button, and I will see you next time.